representing geopolitics. So, what is geopolitics? So, the first thing that really comes to our mind when you hear the word geopolitics, it's really all about politics, right? It's all about geographical politics. But the true meaning or definition of geopolitics does not really have a definite definition. But Traditionally speaking, traditionally speaking, geopolitics is really concerned with states. It's really concerned with states, its borders, and its relations with other countries or with other states. Because its function is really to provide a way of seeing the world in a great of emphasis in shaping national and international policies. So there are four traditional geopolitical approach that collected by the geopolitical authors. So first, it believed that a geopolitical approach is a way of seeing the world that often embellished as an objective or neutral manner. Second, it is a propensity to divide the world into a discrete space. Third, it is a desire to offer policy advice to states and other governments, such as the USA will give advice to Philippines. That is kind of geopolitical approach. Lastly, most geopolitical authors give or command the number three as a display of national partisanship. So right now, let's talk about the use or the essence of geopolitics to a real life situation or to the events that happened from history to until now. And one of the main example of embellishing global politics is when the aftermath of the 9/11, which happened in America and caused a lot of civilians to to be dead. After the 9/11, political analysts, journalists have been preoccupied with making sense with the changing geography of the world politics. This is stuff. So by the year 2003 of March, the American troops led a coalition war against Iraq leader, which is Saddam Hussein, and it signifies the power and the eagerness of America to showcase their military power to, even though they did not directly fought against the Al Qaeda, still it signifies their power to win back against the war. So right now we are going to talk and discuss about the different perspective of the geopolitical authors about the mothers of the events that happened before. The end of history and the clash of civilization. Francis Fukuyama, his books entitled The End of History talks about the downfall of the Berlin Wall as a sign of victory for United States, a defeat for communism and tyranny. Fukuyama also states that the liberal democracy is an alliance with market economies and the capacity to fulfill basic human needs of self-worth and material well-being. So his studies talks about and deals towards the positive aspect of the power of United States to the world. However, another author, so the book of Samuel Huntington, which is entitled The Clash of Civilization and of Cold War, was in a pessimistic view about the ending of Cold War. He rejected Fukuyama's stand about that the major divisions in the new global order will be based on the exchanges between civilizations rather than ideologies. And I also believe that the global order would be characterized by the seven or eight large civilization or large states in the world. But both Fukuyama and Huntington's worldview about geopolitics are somehow the same because they share a common concern for the mapping of global geopolitical base. Here in viewpoint number two, let's talk about the United States and empire. So the United States believed that they played a pivotal role in ensuring that in all forms of all territorial based imperialism were brought to an end and in favor of the principles of self discrimination. It would be shocking for a lot of Americans for that United States to be charged with being an imperial country, even though they are known as the land for the free. So the book of Sardar and Davis, which is titled "Why Do People Hate America," present a rather different view of imperial America. That the United States is not only widely resented for military or political and cultural dominance, but also stand accused of perpetuating double standards. Thus, for example, the United States frequently champions democracy, but they also disrupted the democratic activities of other states. For example, during the Cold War and the war against Iraq. And that ends our discussion about geopolitics and about Americas and the event happened. That's all. Thank you.